Hey y'all, it's Maranatha here, and I'm here to encourage you all to remember that in this season of isolation that you're in, if you're in a season where you feel like you don't really have the support, when you've been just sitting with yourself for a long time, just know that God has you there for a reason. He's has you in an incubator. And in this incubator, he is stirring it all up. He's stirring everything you've been through up. He's stirring the emotions that you are having up. And he is placing in you a fire because some of you have gotten a little too comfortable. You played your role a little too long. Yes, probably when you came to Christ, you were on fire. You were doing this, you were doing that. But somewhere along the way, you just started to get comfortable, and he is now stirring a spirit up in you that is going to be able to be on fire for him, that is going to be able to be used for him to get the glory. And so he has to stir it up. He has to stir your emotions up. He has to stir the fact that you feeling alone right now. He got to stir it up to remind you of who you are, to remind you that you're a warrior, to remind you that you are not just some person that just does what they do and they keep it pushing and they go home and they act like everything's good and they just try to get by. No, you're not that person. You're meant to be great. You're meant to do great things. You're meant to write books. You're meant to be in a healthy relationship. That's what you're meant to do. You're not meant to just be in a lackluster relationship where you're not being appreciated. You're not meant to be abused. You're not meant to just continue to work in a job that underappreciates you. That's what you're not meant to do. You're meant to do more than that. You're meant to be celebrated, to be appreciated. You're meant to allow God to just use you in a way where all you got to do is surrender and he does the rest of the work. That's what you're meant to do. You're not meant to just work hard and hustle and bustle and not even have time enough to have alone time with God. You're not meant to live that life. You're not meant to struggle. So I need to let you know right now, if you feel like you're in an isolated season, he has you there for a reason. He's stirring up that emotion, that fire again, to show you it's another way. And it's not the way you've been doing it. It's another way. And whatever that way is, guess what? It's going to lead to him. And that way is going to be the fact. And the beginning and the foundation of that way is the fact that Jesus Christ died for your sins. That he came upon this earth to do the thing that nobody else would be able to do. And so because of the foundation that has been set, when you continue to stay in that place of isolation, God is going to stir up a spirit in you that is going to be on fire, that is going to realize that you've got to write that book. You've got to be able to speak what you need to speak. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to leave that abusive relationship. You need to be able to get right for your wife. You need to be able to let go of this past, of this old way of thinking, of this hustle and bustle that keeps you stuck, suffering, tired, alone, and unhealthy. He doesn't want you to be unhealthy. He don't want you to just sit here and eat anything and everything. He has a weight loss plan for your life. He has a meal plan for your life. He has a man or a woman for your life. He has a clothesline list for your life. He has so much for your life. Every detail of your life, he's got a plan for it. And if you keep acting and eating and doing the things that you're doing, you're not going to get anywhere, because everything that you do right now is connected to God's will and his purpose for you. So if that means if you're not doing what you need to be doing right now, trust me, if you surrender and ask God for help in every area of your life, he's going to give you every area of your life insight, new management. It's time for a cleanup. So in this isolation, no, it's not just because you did something wrong. It's because he needs to stir that fire up in you to continue to get better, to do better. And he's going to do that. All right. I will see you all in my next video. Bye. And that's all I got.